Were there any words at all that you found were difficult in your group?
No, not really.
No, not really.
Not really.
Okay. No, everybody understood everything.
Javon needs to not say light.
Sunlight.
He said, the sunlight that never leaves the sky.
I think it's because I seen white.
Okay.
That's funny.
And that's what the great thing about rehearsal readings is. It gives you the chance to read it in a small setting before we get to the larger class
So
setting.
we're reading it to the class when everybody's done.
Yep, but this is your time to rehearse, so you can take the time to read it over a few more times to make sure that you're ready to go and that you all those kind of glitches. And so that way when you read it to the whole entire class, the idea is that you're more comfortable and you're more fluent. And so not only do you get more meaning, but the people listening to you get more meaning because you're not stumbling on each of the words or on meanings or pronunciations. Make sense?
Fine, we read it.
You read through it? Any glitches? Any difficulties that you found?
No.
No, you're just all geniuses? You know all the words?
Yep.
No pronunciation difficulties?
No.
No. How's the fluency? Are you stumbling over words or are you practicing it a few times to make sure that it runs smoothly?
Well, they ran smoothly the first time I read it. It was
Yeah.
the first time.
What is this, collab?
Caleb. See, that's a great question. So that's his name. That's the boy's name that he's interested in. So let's talk. Any words that we're having difficulty with? I know the last time he came by we talked about fretting. Any other things that are causing difficulties or stumbling blocks?
No, I just have to keep it slow.
You have to keep it slow.
Yeah, he reads fast.
Too fast. That's what this is great for because it gives you the opportunity to keep practicing as you find comfort. Good. So you guys feel like you're ready because your group goes first. So I want to make sure you're solid.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
So all the groups are ready to begin. Everybody's feeling good and feeling comfortable. A few things. Attention. A few things before we go. Some of the things I want to point out to you before we go that the other groups identified as difficulties. We have the name Caleb. So that C-A-L-E-B, that's a name, and it's referring to the boy that the main character is interested in, that he's kind of going on this date with for the first time. Okay? So Caleb, all right? We also had a question about fretting. Fretting on a guitar, I think Maria Elena is going to be reading that piece. Fretting is the neck of the guitar, the thin lines that climb up the guitar. They get closer and closer as you go up. Those are called frets, or the fretboard. And fretting is practicing those chords. Okay? So as he's composing the song, he's creating the chords that go along with it. And as musicians, sometimes we call that fretting. Okay? Some other words that I identified that might be difficult that I just want to throw out there for you. Quirk. Does everybody know what a quirk is? It is not the top of a wine bottle, although it sounds similar. So that is a cork. Okay, so a cork, absolutely. A cork is the top of a wine bottle or something. Nope, it's not. That's not the same thing. A quirk is when a personality trait that's different about somebody. So if you have ever heard someone say, "Oh, that's such a weird quirk," you know, in high school, one of my friends used to take tape and stick it behind her ear when she was nervous. That was a really weird quirk. Okay, so a quirk is something that someone does, Cassandra, that's a little bit different from the norm. Okay, other quirks people do, I see a lot, is they do this. That's a quirk. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Tapping.